Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is fighting for re-election, making history as the city's first black, openly gay female mayor in 2019. Her time in office has been filled with challenges, from rising crime to COVID-19 and union battles. Now, 8 other candidates are hoping to uproot the incumbent in next month's election. NewsNation's Keleigh Beeson joins us with a look at where Lightfoot stands right now. Keleigh.
Well, Nichole, crime is certainly an issue that has taken center stage in the campaigns leading up to tonight's debate. Now the mayor is staring down efforts from within her own party to take her down, though some suggest ousting Lightfoot will be no easy feat.
I, Lori Lightfoot. I, Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot made history in 2019, elected Chicago's first female black LGBTQ mayor with a message of hope.
We cannot fail. We will not fail. We are Chicago.
She campaigned as an outsider and vowed to fight for the city's most vulnerable.
People cannot and should not live in neighborhoods that resemble a war zone. Enough of the shootings, enough of the guns, enough of the violence.
Her bid for re-election embracing the same themes.
Look, I get it. I don't look or sound like any other mayor we've ever had before.
And doubling down on the fight against crime. But the mayor is now running on a record, one that's come under intense scrutiny. According to the Chicago Police Department, in her past 4 years in office, murders and theft have increased. Theft on the streets skyrocketing.
She has a crime problem downtown and on the near north side, the West Loop and the South Loop. Those people vote. Those people are very concerned about security in their neighborhoods.
And Thomas is right. In response, big names like Citadel have relocated corporate headquarters to Miami after more than 3 decades in the Windy City. The founder of the investment firm reportedly citing concerns with crime as a major reason for the move. And the CEO of the largest fast food chain in the world, McDonald's, also speaking out.
Everywhere I go, I'm confronted by the same question these days. What's going on in Chicago?
With restaurants and corporate headquarters in Chicago, he says the rise in crime is scaring employees and hurting recruitment.
There's a general sense out there that our city is in crisis.
It isn't just impacting large operations. Small business owners have been vocal as well.
And it's happening, I would say weekly now.
Like bakery owner Teresa Ging, seen in this video, snatching a woman's purse back from a would-be thief who came into her store and smashed a display.
40 minutes later, the police came, and I asked them, why is it taking you guys 40 minutes if it's not a gunshot wound or someone dead? And they said, we're overwhelmed and understaffed, and that's not the first time I've heard it.
They're just running from job to job to job, just trying to keep up. We're constantly in a backlog.
Right now, there are more than 11,000 sworn officers on duty with CPD, down from more than 13,000 in 2019. In response, some neighborhoods have hired private security, and an already contentious relationship between the Chicago Police Union head and the mayor grew even more heated regarding officers' overtime. Records from the city's inspector general reveal last April and May, more than 1,000 officers were ordered to work 11 or more consecutive days.
We know that we've got to make sure that there is a process by which officers have time off. Tired, emotionally wrought officers, not good for them, not good for their families.
For decades, time and a half was something that always deterred the city from being willing to cancel days off because they didn't want to pay the money. Now they could care less.
Lightfoot now faces a crowded field of challengers as she vies for a second bid, many taking direct aim at her public safety strategies.
What I'm hearing is people don't feel safe.
A mayor who cannot keep us safe is a mayor we cannot afford to keep.
Still, others have maintained the issues have been ongoing, and the finger shouldn't be pointed at the mayor's office.
People blame the easiest person that they can blame. This didn't happen overnight. This didn't happen on her watch. This was years in the making.
While Lightfoot is currently trailing in private polling, her campaign is maintaining confidence, and the mayor herself welcoming all candidates, throwing their hats in the ring.
Come one, come all.
Now, the election for Chicago's next mayor takes place February 28th. If no candidate gets more than 50% of the vote, the election will head to a runoff on April 4th, Nichole.
All right, Keleigh, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.